There's been a report going out there that the Pittsburgh Steelers are trying to trade up with the Denver Broncos to select cornerback of Toledo, Quinyon Mitchell. Also, there's a little bit of a Cole Holcomb injury update, and also Alex Highsmith has restructured his contract. But before I get more into all three topics, make sure you subscribe to the channel for everything Pittsburgh Steelers news and updates, and also like the video. Let's get right back into it. So, the first topic is the Steelers could be looking to make a similar draft day move as last year when they trade up in the first round for offense tackle Broderick Jones. And according to Sportskedia's Tony Pauline, the team is eyeing a trade so it could take cornerback out of Toledo, Quinyon Mitchell. So, this is a direct quote from Tony Pauline and his report. I'm told the Steelers and Broncos are talking trade, as Pittsburgh is another team that is targeting Mitchell and would move up in the draft for him. So that's what he had to say. And if you look at the draft right now, the Broncos, they hold the 12th overall pick, with the Steelers coming in at number 20. And Pauline notes the Steelers aren't alone, as the Philadelphia Eagles, who hold the 22nd overall pick, are also in the mix for Mitchell. While that move, it could be surprising for a handful of reasons, Pauline is respected NFL insider and was the first to note trade rumblings around wide receiver Deontay Johnson, who was dealt 5 weeks ago. And this is not just an ordinary report of, hey, the Pittsburgh Steelers could be looking to trade up for Quinyon Mitchell. No, he states a specific team in which the Steelers are in trade talks with and a specific player that the Pittsburgh Steelers are looking to trade up for. It's not no ordinary report of someone taking a guess. Obviously, he's heard something, and this was his report yesterday. So, some of the reasons why the Pittsburgh Steelers may be looking to trade up for Toledo's cornerback, Mitchell, is because he is considered one of the top cornerbacks in this year's 2024 NFL Draft. He's from Toledo. He impressed at the Senior Bowl, where Mike Tomlin specifically challenged him to go up against Michigan wide receiver Roman Wilson. Mitchell impressed and boosted his stock as a result. So, Quinyon Mitchell, he once again impressed at the scouting combine, where he measured in at 6 feet and 195 pounds. He also ran a very fast 4.33 40-yard dash time, and then he jumped a 38-inch vertical, 10-inch broad jump. He also reportedly benched 20 times, and also is just a great cornerback in college. And his production on the football field shows it, his tape shows it, and Mitchell doesn't have the length that the Steelers have been gravitating towards at the cornerback position, but he's excellent cover corner, in which Steelers really need. So, in 2022, Mitchell picked off 5 passes and just continuously made plays in pass defense and was just a leader of his defense. So you see why the Pittsburgh Steelers would have interest in him. They also trade for Dante Jackson this offseason at a cornerback spot, but they really only have 2 cornerbacks on the roster right now who is proven in this league, or at least showed something, with that being Joey Porter Jr., who was a standout rookie and someone who should have been in the conversation for Rookie of the Year on the defense side of the ball. And also, they have Dante Jackson, who's been in this league a while. But outside of them, they have Darius Rush, and they have Corey Trice, who are kind of unproven and kind of maybe someone down the line who could step up in year 2. But getting a cornerback like Mitchell in the first round could really help this defense, and just putting someone else young across from Joey Porter Jr. and someone who could be in rotation in the cornerback spot, it could always be helpful for how many good wide receivers there are in the Pittsburgh Steelers division, whether that be with the Browns or whether that be with the Bengals. There's good wide receivers in this division, but just all through the NFL. So you can never get enough of cornerbacks. And you can see why the Pittsburgh Steelers might want to add a top end talent, a round 1 pick at the cornerback spot. So it kind of makes sense. But at the same time, The reason why I'm saying it's shocking is because maybe, just maybe, they would have to give up a fourth round pick, maybe a third round pick to move up that much in the draft. And would it really be worth it if you're losing out on other players because of it? Also, because of how many needs there are in the roster, I know Mike Tomlin, Omar Khan in the press conference said there's not really a position of need in which the Steelers feel like they have to pick in this draft, but there kind of is. Whether that be right tackle, whether that be center, whether that be defensive line depth, whether that be wide receiver. Those are the positions of need for the Steelers. So there is positions of need, even though the GM and the coach did not acknowledge it in the press conference. That's why it could be a little bit shocking if the Steelers go cornerback round one instead of different options. I've always been a fan of going cornerback in the round one. Besides offense tackle and center, I believe cornerback is the better position in round one, but that's just my thoughts. But it is surprising if the Steelers actually go that route, because I don't believe they would. But this is a report by Tony Pauline, and he's saying the Pittsburgh Steelers are eyeing a trade with the Denver Broncos to grab Quinyon Mitchell of Toledo at the cornerback spot. Let's see what happens, but that's the report. Now, moving over to the second topic of this video, Cole Holcomb. He got injured midway through last season with a knee injury when his own teammate ran right into his leg and it tore it up. So we finally get an update at the press conference with Omar Khan and Mike Tomlin yesterday, where they actually were asked a question about Cole Holcomb and they gave a little bit of an update. So here it is. Omar Khan said, "Yeah, I can tell you Cole's working extremely hard to get back. I don't really have much to add on the timeline. We've discussed this. It was a major injury, but he's working hard and I'm optimistic about all the effort he's going to put into getting back on the field in terms of adapting. It's no different than the other ones. I hate to sound repetitive, but if there's an opportunity to add competition and improve the room, we're going to do it." End quote. So we got a little bit of update. It wasn't a big one in terms of him actually saying, oh, he's resumed football field stuff. He's able to run. He's able to work out in terms of his leg, actually do things on the football field. No, we did not get any of that. All we got is he's working to get back, and that the Steelers may be looking to add some depth at the inside linebacker position. So Cole Holcomb, he got injured late towards the end of last season. He signed a 3-year, $18 million deal, and before his injury, he was playing really well for the Steelers. And it looked like a great acquisition next to Elandon Roberts, and the inside linebacker room was really good. And then he got injured, and then the inside linebacker room, they had to rely on depth. They had to rely on practice squad guys to fill roles, and it just was not the same as when Cole Holcomb was in there. So hopefully he could get back to how he was playing before his injury to really help the room at the inside linebacker spot. Because now the Steelers signed Patrick Queen this offseason, and then they still have Elandon Roberts. So if they could get Cole Holcomb back, they could have a three-headed monster at that position, and people who could actually be bruisers, hard hitters, but also good in coverage as well. So Cole Holcomb, a little bit of updates, not too much, but at least we got something on him. Now, moving over to the final topic of this video, it's a quick one, but the Pittsburgh Steelers reportedly, per Ian Rappaport of NFL Network, just have done a simple restructure of the salary of pass rusher Alex Highsmith to create more than $7 million in salary cap space this season. So it gives the Steelers a little bit of breathing room towards the cap and money to spend. And obviously, once they did this, the speculation started swirling. Oh, the Steelers, this is setting them up for a trade. Whether that's trading for Brandon Ayuk to absorb some money to sign him to a long-term contract, or maybe they're trading for Courtland Sutton from the Denver Broncos, who are apparently eyeing a trade for him. So obviously, once this happened, the Steelers saved money and all the rumors started going crazy about, hey, this is setting the Pittsburgh Steelers up for a trade. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below if you believe this is the case and the reason why they did it. Or maybe they're just doing this to create space to sign their draftees, or maybe just pick up someone else in free agency. Obviously, they're doing this to create space for this season, so they're going to use the money. Omar Khan said they always use the money right up to the dollar in terms of the contracts and the salary cap. But let me know your thoughts on this topic. Also, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below on the topic of Cole Holcomb and his injury. Do you believe he would be the number 2 inside linebacker on the team next season if he is fully healthy? Or do you believe he would be number 3? Also, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below about Tony Pauline's report of the Pittsburgh Steelers talking with the Denver Broncos to try to trade up for cornerback Mitchell out of Toledo. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below about all 3 topics. And also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss out, like I said, on anything Pittsburgh Steelers, reports, analysis, news, breaking news, and everything throughout the draft. The draft is tomorrow. I'm covering every pick. We do trade ups, no trade ups, undrafted guys, covering it all just like I covered free agency. Player reports, expect them to be on the channel. So this is your spot for Pittsburgh Steelers draft coverage and everything news. Turn on notifications, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys all later. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.